Good afternoon, Quasar Markets Live. Obviously, I've got here Peter Thomas. We're talking about metals. How are you, Pete?
I'm good, man. Thank you for asking. How about you, Pete?
The question you and I were just talking about is the world seems to be terrified. Ukraine, China, Taiwan, Russia. It's just nutty. And, of course, Iran and now the Middle East. And you're in the Middle East all the time with TV and, of course, metals. So, Pete, 51.37 on gold, silver $84 an ounce. What's going on in the world, the metals?
Well, I mean, the thing is that it's up to this weekend. Look, we've got the Kurds who are now think about this. Kurds, a small nation, fought Turkey with a gigantic armor and air force, with RPGs and the small handheld AKs to a standstill. I mean, these are tough individuals. I mean, they remind me of the Chechens, and they're now pushing into the Iranian war. I mean, what is going on here? We've got we're creating a bit of a vacuum, and it's going to be very interesting. And a lot of people are nervous. And here's the other thing, Steve, which is very important. China, which is 20% of the oil flows for the world through the Straits of Hormuz, of which 50% goes to China. China's now had its oil cut off at 2 points in Venezuela and in China. So a lot of people across the board, Steve, are saying China's getting ready to go into an inflationary spiral here. And it looks very, very interesting. And because of that, they closed I've never even heard of this before. They closed the retail gold markets in China. Never happened before. And now that is sending shockwaves through the entire community.
Okay, so how do we play that? Interesting that China cuts off the retail from buying gold, huh?
Yeah, no, like I said, you understand this for a very long time. China, it was illegal for citizens of China to own gold. So that's a new investment for them, of which they definitely want to own. So it's not new. All right. So let's not throw that in like it's bizarre. It's gone on for a long time. The question becomes, are they looking at instability within the yuan, which they've been working so hard to do? And they just had their 5-year report, and I'll go into that in another show when we have a little more time. But let's put it this way: they're holding as much of their rare earths and metals as they can right now.
China and Russia, how close are they?
They hate each other with a passion. They're not close at all. No. Mm-mm.
But yet it seems that Putin is giving the Iranians access to the data of where we are. The Chinese, Xi Jinping, is saying stop the war. Russia and India are getting along nice. BRICS seem to be talking to each other. Brazil's kind of on the sideline. They don't know what the hell. And of course, Venezuela now is that a U.S. property? What is going on? I mean, I'm confused.
Well, I mean, that's interesting that you know that. Very few people know that the intel is being shared from these satellite overheads with Iran for strike on American forces. Was they were holding pretty close to the chest. That is a fact. I've seen that from a couple different intel sources. So, what's going on? Money makes strange bedfellows, my friend. That's the bottom line.
It does. Yeah. But is it so much so that we as traders need to be really worried in buying and stocking gold again? I mean, it seems that gold's not really moved. 51.38 now an ounce. It really hasn't pushed. If the world was burning and we're buying gold, should it go to 6,000 to 10,000?
Well, gold's going to, in my opinion, gold has a real strong chance of it being at 6,800 by year end. No question about that.
6,800. All right, there it is, folks.
Yep. You can jot that down, buddy. I mean, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. And I think pragmatically, it's the velocity which is slowed down, Steve, because of the price. I have more people coming in going, I want to buy gold. Give me, I mean, quite frankly, I just had a client come in and say, I want to buy a roll of gold. He's been buying rolls of gold for me. And I told him the price, and he goes, that's a down payment on a home. He goes, that's a lot of money. I said, yeah, it's gone up quite a bit. So I think we're seeing the equity coming into gold as slowing down because of the price. So they're buying silver, platinum, palladium.
And it looks like we just had 4.2 hit on the 10-year, now down to 4.117 in less than a few minutes.
Yeah.
That means money's moving back into bonds. So, and the dollar, the Dixie now at 99.05. So, safe haven play now is the bonds, golds, and the dollar here, huh?
Yeah. I think the dollar, look at, it's unusual, as you understand as a trader, for the dollar and gold to run up side by side. But boy, they have, and it is a bit unusual, no question about it.
Is this the money that's coming out of Bitcoin, the money that's coming out of stocks, the money that's coming out of commodities?
Well, we saw a massive flood coming out of Bitcoin and going into silver. Oddly enough, there was a lot of. I was very surprised by that, which tells me it's probably a younger. The younger individuals are usually buy silver. The older individuals buy gold. I mean, that's just how it is. And right. So you're right on that one. And people coming out of stocks and buying metals, 100%. A lot of people are coming to AU Secure and AUSecure.com and buying metals and asking us if they can send their stocks. We're saying, no, you're going to have to liquidate, and because of tax reasons and things like that.
All right, Pete, I'll let you go, but folks, give Pete a big thumbs up here and subscription, and hit him up on AUSecure.com. You can buy your gold right there, AUSecure.com. He's got as much gold as you can possibly choke down, because he's got quite a bit of it, and that's not a lot of places that have the gold right now, right, Pete?
Well, it's the problem is there's a lot of choke points here. We're at the U.S. Mint, the demand, they haven't been able to meet it. The Canadian Mint has not been able to meet it. So we're delayed on a lot of the coins because the stamping pipeline has slowed down. So stuff that normally I could get to people in 2 to 3 days, I was the only guy doing it. Now I'm a couple weeks, 3 weeks, even a month out on some of the stuff. And it's that way everywhere. Nobody's scamming you guys. That's just how it is right now. It's just product has been able to keep up.
So you're saying the U.S. government, U.S. Mint is not scamming us then?
Not this week.
Not this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Thomas, my friend for many, many years, chairman of AU Secure. Please, please, please go to AUSecure.com. Get your gold medals there. Get your silver, rhodium, platinum, palladium, you name it. He's got it. All right, yep. Pete, we'll see you right back here next week.
All right, everybody have a good weekend, and fingers crossed that things calm down, huh?